Ordinarily, today is Zwift Crit Day for me. A couple days ago, I started my new training block by doing Sweet Spot, and I did it on a climb as a last minute thing, because ordinarily I do it on the flats. And I really need to work on the flats, so I decided to, rather than do the Zwift Crit today, to do the Sweet Spot on the flats. Now, when I did the Sweet Spot on the climbs, it hurt because I just wasn't used to climbing. I hadn't been doing a lot of climbing recently, and I ended up doing 2x15s between 250 to 260 watts. When I was doing my tempo in the previous block, it was between 220 and 240, but usually I was right about 240, a little above 240. But the 250 to 260 on the climbs hurt more than I expected it. Well, I know it hurt as much as I expected it to, and it was a lot. So now I'm going to be doing it on the flats, and I expect it to be more comfortable, but we'll see. Rather than doing 15-minute intervals, I'm going to do 20-minute intervals. At least that's what I'm going to aim for. And I'm going to aim for 3 of them. We'll see if I do 2 of them. Reason being is that when I was doing my tempo, I was doing 3x20s, and so I'm going to try and continue that along. First one may be, the first week I'm doing this, which is this week, may be burning one of those off, but hopefully next week I'll be able to do 3x20s. I'll see what happens after I do them today. Well, I can tell you one thing. It was easier doing 20 minutes of Sweet Spot on the flats than it was doing 15 minutes of Sweet Spot on the climbs. I just finished my second one. I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I can do a third one. Well, we'll see once it gets time for me to start. Well, I got the third one in there, and that was the toughest. Not necessarily because it was the last one, but because it was predominantly tailwind. So that means I have to keep on the pedals to make sure that I'm keeping the wattage up. I have to do a faster spin. Faster spins, though needed, are tough for me. Now I'm just going to cruise in. It was a good workout. It's 6 o'clock, like it usually is when I finish this workout, and it's just getting darker. This weekend there's going to be a time change, and so I have to figure out what I'm going to do. Probably have to start burning some vacation to get my workout in. Okay, so I got the 3x20s in there, and like I was saying earlier, it felt a lot more comfortable than on the climbs. That tells me I need to spend more time on the climbs, because I really haven't been doing much of that. And now that the day is going to get shorter and my options are going to get less, so I'll see what I could do. But the main thing is doing the work on the flat lands, which I'm doing. Okay, so I was able to do 262, 261, and 252 watts, all within well, the others were just a little bit above, but all within a 250 260 range. So Sweet Spot, what's that doing for me? Is that raising my FTP? Not necessarily. It's making it more, it's making my body more efficient to go at sub threshold. And when I do in my next block jump up to over-unders, which I believe I'm going to be doing, then it's going to make it easier to do that, and then that will raise my FTP. So all part of the plan, and I am glad that I'm sticking to it so far. Alright, I hope you got something out of this, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, because it always helps my channel, comment, like, subscribe. The Cycling Greek.